Today's video, we're going to be having a look at another McFarlane Toys Rick and Morty build set. This one is Evil Rick and Morty, has 98 pieces, recommended for ages 14 and up. You can't see Evil Morty, but there's Rick featured down below there. Comes to us from McFarlane Toys. The other set's available, there's the back of it. Well, so far we've built You Can Run But You Can't Hide, the Smith Family Garage Rack. I have not yet seen the Ants in My Eyes Johnson Electronics and the Discreet Assassin, but I did also pick up this one as a precursor as to what we're going to be seeing in another video. You can head over to McFarlaneBuilds.com, check out more, and we're going to get this built. I'm going to just do this on camera. The other ones have been somewhat successful, so I figured why not, we'll build this one as well. That way you guys can also see how it looks when you get it out of packaging, or basically as soon as you open it up, this is what you're going to be experiencing. I can only hope that the instructions are really, yes they are, really folded and creased and making it almost impossible for me to follow. Fine work, McFarlane, fine work. Can we not make it straight? Seriously? There's enough packaging. Let me show you what I mean. That's the instruction guide. That's the box. Could we not simply have had the manual flat? At any rate, we'll fold up the box, put that in the back of the camera, so product placement, of course, very, very crucial. Let's first get out Evil Rick. He's a little stuck in there, and of course his shoe falls off. That's one consistent thing I've noticed with all these figures. Their shoes are really super loose. Wow, his arms are extremely rubbery. In fact, actually the body doesn't feel so bad. The jacket, I could get why that's rubber, or a softer plastic. The legs obviously are a little bit more of a solid plastic. What's the deal with poor Rick's arms? That's funny. Not ha-ha funny, but that's funny. I mean, look at the state of these arms. His head is very, very soft rubber as well. I really don't get why his arms can't be simply plastic. Anyways, we'll put him over there. We'll go back to Evil Rick in a second. Try our best to make some sensible sense out of this very, very folded up manual. I'm going to need this after all. I mean, it's not just there for decoration. I'm going to need to know, I'm going to need to look at it after all to build this. The bags are not numbered, so I'm just dumping everything into the middle. So far this has been somewhat easy, based on the idea that these have been less than 100 pieces. It may get a little bit more complicated when we have a look at the actual garage build set, which I have picked up. I don't know if I'll actually do that on camera or not. That's because there's so many additional pieces. I know I'm just dumping everything everywhere. Because there are so many pieces for that set. I think it's 200 plus. I'm wondering if maybe I should just build it off camera. I don't know. I'll decide probably later. I won't decide right now, because right now we're building the Evil Rick and Morty set, which I gotta admit looks really neat because it's got the portal and stuff going on there. Oh, there's some stickers. Stickers that fell out onto the floor. There we go. All right. Okay, so there's the stickers. We can only hope that the colors are matching that of the actual pieces, because we've seen that before. Browns are actually beiges, and I don't know what's going on. So we are going to need, it actually doesn't really even look like there's a lot of pieces here, but I'm going to pull out all the black pieces, or all the darker, well, I guess it is black. It seems like it's almost like off black. I guess we could also build Evil Morty as well. Where's all his things? Let's see if we can actually build him first. Got his feet. Oh, there's the plumbus. Gotta get the plumbus in there as well. We got a ray gun, some arms, hands. Let's see what else. Oh, there's another arm. I think that's everything we need for Morty. Let's see if that's correct. So we're going to take the lower torso. It's basically just this, and then we need to add the legs. I don't think there is a specific way that the legs have to face. So I'm going to assume that they're facing this way. Put the leg on the other side. Bingo bango, we got that part done. Shoes, surprisingly tight. They're not loose or anything. And actually, there's the other shoe. There's the other shoe. Put that in there. Put that in there. So far, so good. I need a torso. There's a torso. I don't get why they have to put the little bulge, the little belly there on poor little Morty. I don't get why that has to be a separate piece. Because it kind of leaves a little bit of a gap where the tummy, is it's kind of sticking out from the rest of the torso. Could that not simply have just been all one piece? It's even a slight discoloring from the rest of the body. Like, here's a lighter yellow, here's kind of more of a darker yellow, where it looks like they clearly painted it. Again, I don't know why why can't that be all one piece? McFarlane, who's, I'm very well sure, is watching this video. He's really not. Let's go ahead and put the arms in place. I really like Rick and Morty, but I have to say, at times, these sets have been questionable. Just throwing that out there. Again, we get ourselves a fully built Evil Rick, and yet, for some strange reason, we have to build Evil Morty. I don't know why. I'm going to put the head in place. I'm assuming that's going to kind of keep all the torso and its stuff together. See what I mean, though? Like, look at the gap. Look at the gap that has made. That sounds like a song. Like an old nursery rhyme song for children. Look at the gap that has made. Cha la 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 la. Down in the forest what we made. Ba 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 bum ba ba. I don't know. It's very early morning. I haven't had my cup of coffee yet. Alright, so we're going to get the hands in place. We kind of sidestepped ourselves from building this set. There's Evil Morty. Look at the gap. Look at the gap and what we made. Da la 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 la. It's terrible. Unless maybe I can bring it down a little bit, then kind of readjust the head. No, I mean, look, it's still there. Try not to look at it. If you try not to look at it, it won't be there. Yeah, that sounds right. I think that the same mentality works with bears. Just simply don't look at them. If they're coming to eat you, just look the other way. The bear will say, well, he's not looking at me, so I feel wrong just continuing to want to eat you. I'm just going to go elsewhere. Forget that. I'm going to go to a picnic area where people are actually looking at me. Okay, so there's Evil Rick and Evil Morty. Look at the gap and what we made. I want somebody to make that into an actual song, please. I'll put it on this channel. Promise, I will. Okay, so I hope somebody actually calls me on that. Yeah, okay, so like the instructions, I cannot lie, are a little on the vague side. In fact, generally looking at this side here, I find it's just a lot more easier to look at this side here to kind of gauge how everything comes together. So I'm going to need, based on this picture, I'm laying everything out. Let's bring the camera down so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to lay these out like that. And, okay, so that piece goes like that. Then these little pieces go here, and here, oh, and here. Look at the gap and what we made. Da-na-na-na. It doesn't even sound like it's a great song either. And yet I chuckle to myself. Not sure why, really, but okay, so we need these pieces, I think. No, that's not true. We need the pieces that have the floor grain. And we basically need, according to this, 6 of them. One of which will have a peg. I'm assuming, oh, a couple of these will have pegs. It's probably easier just to lay these all out, because they're going to be holding the figures after all. Okay, so I'm just flipping these over. You're asking yourself, what is he doing right now? I'm flipping these over, gentleman who was asking, so I can get a better gauge of what I'm doing exactly. So I have to basically do 4 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will be a peg, and then 5, 6. That sounds doable. I push on. So we're going to lay down the first piece, and it might be easiest if I just kind of hold everything down. Look at the gap in what we made. This now, you want to talk about, like, what do they call those things? Is it this? It's a song worm? I think that's what they call it. Now that's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I wonder how many people are going to be leaving this review. Maybe going out for a walk, going to work, driving in their car. That's how you drive, apparently, when you recreate the scene. Driving in your car, and they're just out of nowhere. Look at the gap in what we made. Let's hope the table doesn't fall apart as I'm pushing down on these. I'm doing this basically pushing these down onto a table as opposed to holding up, because obviously these pieces are going to go all over the place. I don't need that. That would ruin my day considerably. So we've done 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one here is going to be a peg, so that's going to go down afterwards. There we go. Then we're going to add another 2 pieces that, again, have that little floor grain to it. So that's 1, and that's 2. All right, so some of this is together. I still can't really technically pick it up. And then the next instructions, you're going to add another 6, but it's going to be board, board with peg, board, board, board with peg, board, which also sounds like a song. Don't worry, I'm not going to actually make it into a song. So we're going to add the next non-peg. Then we're going to add a peg, right? Then we are going to add, I need a couple more of these floorboards. I really should have myself stocked immediately. Okay, so board, peg, board. Someone right now is thinking to themselves, yeah, I'm bored. Get out of here. Get out of here, I say, and with some really bad accent. Okay, so we got 2 boards, then we need a peg, but the peg doesn't go this way. Oh no, it goes this way, and that's going to go up to the top. Once we finish this part, everything else is easy peasy. Okay, and then that's going to go right up there. Okay, so now we can actually pick this up. And we've also successfully finished page 3. We're now on to page 4. We are going to take another 2 of these floorboards, and they're going to go to the top, like so. Then we're going to take some white pieces, and they're going to go here. 2 on the edge. 1, 2. See, 98 pieces flies by pretty fast. At least I think so. Somebody who's watching this video is probably like, oh my god, why couldn't this have been 5 pieces? Well, 5 pieces would take no time at all. Then we're going to take a 4 piece. That's going to go there. And this is basically, this is going to keep everything together. This is the family that fights and argues, and there's always that one family member that says, guys, gotta keep it together. Gotta keep it together. That's this brick right here. That's the member of the family that's keeping it together. What are we talking about? Oh, yes. So. We're going to now take this piece. Hold on. This piece here, which, as you can see, has 2 tones. 2 tones. Isn't that the villain, isn't it? 2 tones? Oh, that's Turbo. Was it Turbo 2 Tones? From Cops? That cartoon, Cops? Fighting crime in a future time? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we're getting off topic here. So I've done 3 pieces. I've done that. Now I'm going to add a couple of these. I need 3 of those. 2 and 3. See how quickly all the pieces are starting to drop? They're dropping like flies. If somebody could research this for me, what was the first movie, and I'm asking, I really don't know, what was the movie in which the line, they're dropping like flies, was used? I generally don't know. I'm sincerely asking. I really don't know. 1, 2, 3. Then we are going to take a piece that has the white. There we go. We need that piece. That's going to go there. What is the movie? They're dropping like flies. What line? What movie used that line? They're dropping like flies. I can't remember. I know it was used for some movie. I just don't know what it was. See, right? This conversation, by the way, this conversation has far removed, that song we were singing at the beginning. What song was that? No, we don't want to talk about that again. Okay, so I need one more piece. Let's see here. I got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, got that. I need another one of these pieces. Where is it? Did you just disappear, piece? I need another one of these. You see how it's got two tones? Two tones. I need another one of those. Where is it? I do not see it. I do not see it here or there. I do not see it anywhere. Sam I am. I'm going to use this piece for the time being. That's not right, but unless I can find the piece. No, that's not it. See? No. I need another one of these. See how it's got, yeah, two tones. Two tones. I'm going to put all these pieces over here just so I can kind of make some arrangements, organize my life a little bit better. I don't see the other piece. Hello, other piece. Where did you go? I don't know. Where did you go? All right, we'll proceed, and hopefully through the process of all of that, we're going to find it. We probably won't. We're going to take this piece that's got hollow on the backside, and this is going to slide right down into the middle area here. Then, let's see here. Okay, so this is going to go across here. I think this is going to look a lot cooler. Right now it looks like a pretty bare wall. Yeah, it does. I think it's going to look a lot nicer once we add the portal. So we're going to add these. Then we're going to add this piece here. There we go. And, okay, so this is going to go on this side. And this is going to go on this side. And if anybody sees that other piece we were looking for, it needs to basically look like this. See right this? This is not like this. I need a piece like this. If you see it, just like yell out. I'll hear you, I'm sure. Or your mom downstairs will hear you. Just yell it out. It's right here, you'll say. Mom will yell up from downstairs. What did you say? What's here? No, I'm talking to the monitor. Oh, okay, son. Talk away. Flip the page. And again, still no sign of this piece. I'm going to take this. I don't know why we didn't do that before, but I'm following the instructions step by step. That's going to go here. Like this. Just looking on the back side. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ha-ha. Tra-la-la. That's going to go there. I'm going to take this piece out. I didn't see. Good thing I actually looked around. I would feel so robbed. So wrong, I should say. If I used the wrong piece. That would have just stood out like a sore thumb. Can't have that. And of course, let's make sure we've got it back the way it was. Tra-la. There we go. There we go. There we are. There we are. And then that's going to go up back at the top. And let's not lose track of what we were doing. There we go. All right. We found the piece. Tra-la. Okay, so now we're going to add this piece here. Kind of the family's starting to argue again. No, I'm not hearing anything. I'm just talking about the bricks. They're starting to argue again. We need a piece that kind of brings it together. That was the piece right there. Brought it together. Keeping it real. Alright, so that's on the top. Now we need this piece. It's definitely not wood grain, so I'm using the right components. That's going to go like that. Do you ever have a worry? I throw this out to you. Do you ever have a worry that when you're putting something like this down on a very thin piece, don't you just feel like you're going to press down and it's going to go, it's going to go everywhere? I shouldn't have probably said that as I was doing it. That was bad decision making on my part. We're going to take the portal. That's going to peg in and peg in. There we go. I don't know if it has to go the opposite way. You know what? Why not? We'll just try it the opposite way. I like the little bubbles at the top. There we go. Alright, so now we need ourselves a picture. A picture, you say? Now, I'm looking here. Where specifically there is a picture of Snuffles? Is it just something I stick on the... I guess I just stick it on the wall. Guess I just stick it on the wall. I thought it actually would have been on a brick, but apparently, and this is just me now lining everything up, apparently you just stick it, you just adhere it to the wall, which kind of also means you can't take it apart. Butterfingers. Flip the page. Now we're going to build ourselves a clock, which pretty much now finishes off the rest of this build. So if you had stuff you needed to do, if you're like your friend is right now texting you or has been texting you for a while, come on, man, are you coming out with us, or like what are you doing? And you're like, okay, hold on a second. YouTube is just working on building a set, a Rick and Morty set. He is? Well, what channel is that? I got to check that out. But now you can kind of basically say, he's wrapping up soon, I should be able to leave. Of course, if your friend was smart enough, he would also be watching this channel as well. Plug. And you guys would basically be doing it, you'd be watching it at the same time. Maybe talking back and forth on your phones. Oh my god, this guy's hilarious. Don't you find him hilarious? I find him hilarious too, and I'm glad that I've found a friend that's as smart as you are to know that the guy that you're watching on YouTube is also a really clever chap. So, thank you. Thank you for being a friend. And I'm not just quoting that from Golden Girls either. Thank you for being a friend. You travel down the road and back again. One would almost even say your heart is true. You're a friend and a confidant. Some younger viewer's like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. But I do admit, though, he is a clever chap. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that I'm a clever chap. Okay, if that's one thing I could walk away from at the end of all this, when I finally hang it all up from YouTube, I say to myself, you know what, my time's come. I knew this was going to be eventually coming, but my time's come. It's time to hang this all up. I hope that's the one thing I leave with you guys. Somebody leaves on my virtual tombstone, here lies one clever chap. I'd like that. I think that would be a good send-off. Okay, so we're putting the stickers, by the way, on here. I'm still talking away. Nothing really ever changes about that. Going to apply the stickers on both sides. And I can only hope this little witty banter that we have back and forth, or more so on my end, and you guys basically just listen and watch. I hope you guys do enjoy that. My theory of all of this is you can't simply just watch a guy building something, especially if you don't see his face. You know, you need to have a little bit extra oomph. You need to bring something else to the table. So I like to bring witty banter. In fact, that was my nickname in school, Witty Banter. Many thought I was Irish. Hey, you that famous Witty Banter Irish guy? No. Well, I am Irish. Witty banter. But that's what I want to bring to the table. That's what my legacy I want to leave. You know, gosh darn it. That guy was just awesome. He brought some witty banter to the table. It wasn't just always watching him build stuff, talking about things. He brought other things to the table as well. And that is the one thing I will cherish from his video content. As we've been talking, much like a magician, I've been basically doing the trick while talking to you guys. The trick is, ta-da, I built myself a clock. And that is going to go right to the back here. It's supposedly supposed to go on an angle. I don't believe it for 1 second. Like, I feel like the portal, maybe the portal was supposed to go the other way. I don't know. Let's take the portal off. There we go. Put the clock on. See, the clock is going to block. That rhymes. And I feel I'll put this back on. I don't know. Maybe I've used the wrong brick. Witty Banter has used possibly a wrong brick. I don't think so, because the bricks are all the same. The clock is supposed to go on an angle. I say, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. By the way, I really like that guy from NXT. No way, Jose. He's entertaining. He generally loses, I've noticed. But gosh darn it, he's entertaining. We got some extra pieces here. I don't think we need them. And now cue Evil Rick. Right there. Get him to actually stand. Luckily his legs aren't rubbery. That would be disastrous. Put on his legs. There we go. And take Evil Morty, which kind of goes like that. We have the Plumbus. It's just going to kind of float around, not really do anything. And there is the Rick and Morty, Evil Rick and Morty build set. 98 pieces, not too bad. Took me a little over 20 minutes. I was talking about other stuff too, witty banter over here. Not a bad looking set. The clock does not really sit in place. Sits like it seems like the portal kind of is in the way. Other than that, and other than the fact that Rick has really rubbery arms, it's a decent enough looking build set. Other than the fact that there's a big noticeable gap right there. Poor Morty's torso. If you look at it from the front, you don't see it. If you look at it from the side, it's pretty apparent. Oh well. Today, once again, we were having a look at the Rick and Morty build set. Only 98 pieces. This was Evil Rick and Morty. If you guys like this video and like witty banter, certainly hit it with a like. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, maybe you just stumbled onto this channel and also enjoy witty banter, this guy here, be sure to hit that little subscribe button. Join this community of people like Rick and Morty and also like witty banter. As always, guys, thanks for watching as you always do. See you next time.